All right, y'all, we live. Welcome to Against All Odds Sports Radio Show. We live. I'm Javon Bates, the Legacy.
Bruce B. Smooth Ballard.
All right, man. How was your weekend, man?
Oh man, my weekend was very good. Mother's Day weekend. Of course, my mother has transitioned, but that Sunday I spent with my cousin, who's like my mother figure. So
Oh, that's cool,
did
man.
that, yeah, and then man, I enjoyed some of that weather. That was good. Got some good exercise. Now, how was yours?
Hey, it was cool, man. I got a chance to, spend it with uh, moms and my wife and family, and it was just a good day overall. So, yeah, it was good weekend. Saturday, I kind of worked, but it was worth it. Friday, I guess, is the start of the weekend.
Yeah,
Friday evening,
yeah.
not so bad.
You watched that with the Cavs on Friday night, didn't
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
yeah. So we seen a victory, we
Saw
see
the
the
victory
beatdown.
and we saw the beatdown. Yeah, Mother's Day beatdown.
Yeah, and then prior to Friday, Wednesday, uh,
Oh yeah, big meat.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we finally got the co-op, and you'll be hearing more about that. So the co-op is a subdivision of Real Opportunity Bridge Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that deals with film professionals to be mentored, to be taught financial literacy, and to be successful in the film industry through a system which the system will help them be successful with great habits, not bad habits, but great habits. And you'll see very shortly on what that will look like. So it's gonna be cool
Yeah, we got opportunity for them
for sure,
to
for sure.
help with the website.
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you want to um, get or give a donation for the website will provide those people in the movement, which are film professionals, up and coming. It'll provide them a chance. I mean, a great chance to be picked up by a casting director, and they'll have their profile on there so they can get picked up, like I said, for a movie consistently. So the thing is, we don't want to just make one movie a year. We want to make a big film production throughout the whole year. So you might get 6 movies, you might get 8 movies. We just talking about over time. So that's the goal. We want to build a machine of greatness. Not just you wake up out your bed, you write a script on a notebook pad, and then you go film it. No, this is going to be true mentorship, true um, financial. You'll learn something through financial. You'll get your financial literacy here. So you'll learn how to be a boss, not just be a worker, not just a worker, but you'll learn how to be a boss. And when I say a worker, that means you're working a W-2. So we'll teach you not to have that W-2. We'll show you how to make that work for yourself. Because just think about it. Like, I don't want you to work for me. I want you to work with me. You work with me, you work with us, you work with the whole Real Opportunity Bridge, then you'll be an investor. You'll It's so many perks. So just be ready for it. And if you're ready to donate, you donate anything, 5, 10, 20, 100, whatever you want to donate, man. We trying to get this website underway. It's a tax write-off for you for donating. So just text donate, that's DONATE, to 216-808-3344. That's 216-808-3344. We'll see you in the link after the show. All right.
All right.
So we'll talk about this later on. Let's get to what we came to talk about, y'all. What you want to talk about. Because we only got 2 things to talk about at this point. It's the Cavs and the Browns. So which one you want to talk about
We
first?
got the guards too.
Eh,
A little bit.
a little bit about the Guardians. I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
can get them out the way if you want to. All right, let's talk about the Guardians. Lately, the Guardians been working on the shortstop, um, sending people to the minors to get some work in. So, what is your outlook on the Guardians right now?
Well, right now we still young season, still competitive. So we still have one of the top bullpens in the major leagues, and our hitting's coming around. So just gotta stay consistent and keep developing these guys in the minor leagues so they can come up and help us out to be a better offensive team. But we don't have any real. Class A's come around, starting to pitch better. Yeah, man,
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
as a closer, So still early, in the season, but they're competitive right now.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts?
Like you said, it's still early. Can't really put together no assessment about the Guardians right now because we talked about consistency and we talk about inconsistency.
Yeah.
They're inconsistent. Let's be realistic. They're inconsistent. They're not bad, but they have a lot of bad habits, as we say.
Yeah.
So what we about 16, 17 losses,
Yep.
23, 24 wins.
Yep. Second place behind the Tigers. So it's early, It's
the great thing about the whole situation about the division that we play in, everybody's next to each other. Even in the AL, there is no real dominance technically in the AL. I think it's probably a 2-3 game gap between everybody, if that.
So right now we're tied with the Yankees who lead their division with a 23.
But I'm saying, like, if you look at the rest of the teams under them, they probably like 2 or 3.
The Mariners have 22 to lead their division. So right now, the Guardians are in that wild card spot at this point in time. We got a long way to go.
Yeah.
So they're the top wild card team.
Well, we probably had a quarter of the season, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
If that. Not even a quarter of the season.
So we're at 56, 60, about 60 games now.
Yeah, oh, yeah, we in the quarter.
60 games in.
Yeah, we at the quarter mark.
Yeah. So, around that All-Star break is the key. Like we were last year, we had those 40 wins.
For sure.
So we're still balling.
Well, like we said, they have to be more consistent. And when we say consistent, we talking about closeouts. A lot of the losses definitely came from the closeouts.
Yeah, Class A not pitching so well to close the game. Yeah.
So they stop with the bad habits. Then we might get more wins. But like you said, it's earlier in the season, and we'll see how that goes.
Way early, yeah. Down by 3 with the Tigers. Is it's not like the what was it looking at the Padres and the
that's
the Dodgers.
That's dominance right now at this point.
The Padres and the Dodgers. That's all now.
But like we said, anything could change. One injury, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen in baseball. So just got to be mindful, careful, and understand the game and how it's played.
So the Dodgers have 27 wins in their division, and the Padres and Dodgers are the same division. So right now, 25 wins for the Padres. So the Padres are cooling off a little bit. And it's still 14, so Cleveland's only 3 behind that. Then you got the Mets with 26 leading their division, and the Cubs with 23. So right now, everybody's playing about the same. So it looks like even the Dodgers and the Padres have cooled off. So Cleveland's still balling. So they're a good perennial team right now still.
Right.
So we have no problems with Cleveland. We just hopefully, like we said, those hitters keep improving. Our number 1 draft, he's doing well, and but they say he's not ready yet. But Got to keep an eye on. We see what happens. That's the guard.
For sure. For sure.
We're competitive. We got a competitive baseball team, so we can be proud of that.
Most definitely. Well, let's move on from the guards because I think somebody was falling asleep back there. But no, let's move on from the guards. So let's talk about Cavs.
The Cavs.
All right. So as we know, Game 5 is coming up. We're not gonna talk about the blowout loss because we already kind of know. We already discussed it. What was your? We'll discuss it just a little bit. What was your feeling when you watched the game, man?
Wow, I was hurt, man. Just as a Cavalier fan, I was hurt because we've seen this problem exacerbate for 3 years, and we've had a discussion: are they in the same position, or are they better than they were without JB Bickerstaff? And at the beginning of the year, I was thinking, okay,
they better without JB.
They were better without JB Bickerstaff. Right now, I'm thinking, nobody gets a pass. The coaching, the players, the ownership, nobody gets a pass for this blowout. And right now, the Cavs have looked horrible in this playoff series after looking dominant against Miami. So, we understand the injury of Garland. But then game 2, we just got beat down.
Yep.
But we had the lead. So it had nothing to do with Garland being out, and we were up by 20, but we just couldn't stand the physical punishment by the Pacers. And we understand at the beginning of the playoffs, the NBA had said and told everybody in the NBA, oh, the Cavs are soft and they're not going to be able to handle the physicality of playoffs. And so I guess the NBA say, you know what, we're going to prove it. Swallow the whistles and not make the calls for the Cavs and allow them to be bullied. And that's what we've been seeing. So it's like, you as a coach, what do you tell your players?
But look, let's be real about the situation. The Cavs in the season, we know the season and the playoffs is two different things.
Right.
In the season, they were playing with dominance.
Yes.
They were wiping teams up.
Yep.
Doing what they wanted to do, because we know that's the season. We understand that. We got it.
Yep.
The problem was Bickerstaff, because Bickerstaff was always concentrated too much on defense, and he wouldn't let them explore. He wouldn't let He wouldn't let Garland, Mobley, and maybe the Fro get points.
Okay.
So the new coach, he opened up. He
opened the offense.
Yeah, he opened and he basically activated Mobley. When you look at the whole thing,
yeah,
Mobley is activated defensively and offensively.
Yeah.
But to be truthful with you, Mobley played like a piece of shit yesterday.
Well, he's a defensive player of the year. We ain't see it.
Yeah, he didn't play like anything yesterday.
Nobody played like anything. Come on, Allen didn't play like he was supposed to. Mitchell got hurt, so he gets that pass, but that first half, nobody.
Let's be realistic, though.
Nobody.
We down by 40 at halftime. So, I understand why not play. Why not?
But we shouldn't be down by 40.
No, we shouldn't.
We shouldn't be down by 40.
That's coaching.
And that for sure. And we shouldn't be down by 40 and not punching them in the mouth. I mean, if you're going to be down by 40, you better be having a bunch of technicals. They've been to the free throw line because you've been so physical. You got guys fouling out. But for to be pumped at 40 points and the coaches don't get up, none of the coaches said anything.
You don't have...
Atkinson didn't say anything. He was more upset the day before the last game.
It's like this.
Than in this game.
It's like this. Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
This dude gets sacked 9 times in an AFC championship.
Yeah.
And still beats Mahomes. You can't be rattled, man. That's the key.
No.
They get their cage rattled. They can't, it's over with. Their mental is gone. They have to have mental toughness too.
So it's like, you got Okoro that's got toughness. You got.
I'm saying, but you got to be mentally tough.
So play Okoro. Then you had Tristan. Play Tristan. Let some physical guys come in here and slow down this process and bang.
Exactly.
I mean, why Green is not Javante Green. He's small player as far as some of the bigger players go, pros. Dean Wade, he's small as far as some of the physical players go. Then off the bench, Porter's pretty solid. You could have brought in Porter to come in and bang a little bit. And then you had a new guy, 18. I ain't even seen him before. I think Cato. Okay, is he physical? Because we got all these soft players. I think I need half physical, half soft, and bring me some bruisers to come in here.
But not soft. You want finesse.
We can call them finesse. Finesse soft. Not to say
finesse.
I'm not just saying that these are not tough men.
We're gonna say finesse.
You know, I'm saying they're not. They're soft in the idea that
we're just gonna say
when you got to be physical in the playoffs,
right?
They're not physical,
right?
These are tough, strong young men. I'm not saying that to get the record they had mental toughness. They had some physical toughness, but now you got to take it up another level in the playoffs. So when some guys are pushing, as we saw, DeAndre Hunter, he showed his toughness.
Oh, he showed you he wasn't no sucker.
He showed you he wasn't no sucker. He pushed him down after he didn't care about the technical. No. The game was pretty much.
You gotta think about it. When you look at the whole game, the referees were just gonna let Indiana do what they want to do. That's right. Until Hunter pushed them down.
But this is the thing. What makes you think I'm so soft that you can just punch me in my gut?
But that's not the only incident, though. The first incident is when he threw him out. Remember game 1 or something? Yeah. He just threw him on the floor?
Yeah.
That was the first incident. Game 2, something like that.
Gentlemen, yeah.
It was,
they beat them both. They happened to talking, yeah.
Yeah. So, and then this incident, he just
punched him in the mouth. That was the same thing. Remember what's the name from Indiana? Did to LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, look, who do you think I am that I'm just going to let you punch me in my stomach? First of all.
But you got to remember in the years of the LeBron, Kyrie, and Love era, J.R. Smith was the enforcer.
Well, they eventually brought some toughness.
I'm saying he was an enforcer.
We brought toughness.
J.R. will fight you.
Right.
He didn't care who.
We brought some guys from New York that came over. Shumpert.
Yeah, they would fight.
We brought some other guys that came over who were
Perk.
Jefferson, Perk. Yeah, they came in along with Tristan to be a young guy. They weren't going to take that crap.
No.
And the Cavaliers, that
even Kyrie.
That's right.
Remember, somebody pushed LeBron and Kyrie pushed him. That's
right. So they brought in some players for that physical toughness. So if this is what we need to do,
yes, we need more toughness.
So we need to bring some tough guys in here. So I'm saying, give me 7 players, and then give me 8 players and 7 guys that ain't gonna take no mess. That's what we need. And you're on national TV and you get pumped. Not only did the players get pumped, the coaches got pumped. They just sat there the whole game.
Yeah,
they didn't get up. They didn't say nothing. The ref throw a chair. Go out here and talk crap to the players yourself, and do something. Rile your team up.
Yeah,
they didn't stop the bleeding. They just sat there like all of them sat on the bench. Woe is me. What are we gonna do? It's like everybody on the street punk. Somebody got to do something.
Well, I watched the Garland interview today, and he said something interesting. And one thing he said that caught my ear, he said, "Well, I think we're good at adversity. I think we can definitely overcome this."
I heard that.
This franchise been here before.
I heard that.
So the good thing is that he didn't say this team been here before.
Right.
But he knows that LeBron and them came back from 3-1
right.
and won it. Only way they're going to come back in this series, and let's be truthful, they need some help from the referees, and they got to play probably flawlessly.
Well, you definitely can't have 9-10 turnovers in the first quarter.
They need help from the referees, though.
You can't do that.
The referees, they got to have the ball. They have to have calls go their way.
You already know you're not going to get help from the NBA. They're not going to do it. Otherwise, it would be a finesse.
I mean, game 3, they helped. They
did a little bit, but then the Cavs played tough themselves. So either they blew their wad at that point in time, and there's no more toughness. But you got to play tough. Even if we get through this, you think if you playing New York or Boston, they ain't gonna get even more physical.
Oh yeah.
Because okay, they saw how you were physical, or you were in a war with Indiana. Now we're gonna take it up even a notch.
Jrue Holiday's gonna get
We
physical.
want to see how bad you want it, but it comes a point in time where it's like, if you're not gonna win this game tomorrow, then beat the heck out of them.
You know what?
Let's make it a war. Let's make it.
I'm gonna be honest.
Let's go
with you.
down fighting in Cleveland, pushing and shoving.
I'm gonna be honest.
We gotta
with you.
punch somebody in the mouth. I'm punching you in the
I'm gonna be
mouth.
honest
What you
with
got tomorrow?
If Spider plays as he said he will play,
That's what he said.
if Spider plays, they're gonna win Game 5. I don't know about Game 6.
We pretty more than likely they win Game 5. But once again, now are you going to show up for the next 2 games?
Are you gonna win Game 6?
And then 7? You got to fight. You got to fight 3 times.
One game at a time. So you need to concentrate on this next
One
game.
Okay, so now you got to be ready to lay everything on the line to this game.
Just the way you gotta look at it, Bruce. You got 3 Game 7s coming up.
3 Game 7s,
right?
Yep.
You got 3 Game 7s.
You got 3 Game 7s. If you never fought before in your life, you got to fight this next game. You win, you got to live the fight. You got to fight the next one.
You got to play another Game 7.
You got another one.
And then you got the real Game 7.
That's like infantry soldiers. Okay, we win this battle. Guess what? You get 3 hours of rest. We're moving on to you got another battle. You got 3 hours. You're just going to have time to eat, catch an hour, wink, and then we're going to march.
Yep, because we got another battle tomorrow.
Another battle coming. That's right.
We know where they at.
We taking 3 cities in 3 days.
Yep.
All right. So ain't no rest. You got to suck it up. You got another fight coming. And this fight may even be harder because you're going to have to fight.
Each fight going to be harder.
Our fight's going to be, you're going to fight tanks, and then you got planes to get through. No, we're going through a swamp.
Then your last one, you got landmines.
You got landmines.
Yeah, you got landmines everywhere.
So ain't no rest until the whole thing is done.
Yeah. It's a real war. It's a real battle.
War. That's it. And if you ain't up for this, you ain't gonna win it.
The good thing is we seen this last year from Indy. They was up 3-1 against Milwaukee and they blew it. So
they know what it takes. They're up for it. They came for the fight. They said we gonna fight with the Cavaliers and we gonna take this because we don't like how it ended last year.
Exactly.
The Cavs haven't been playing that way. They're like, well, yeah, we might get.
The problem with the Cavs is they punch drunk off the season.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes.
They punch drunk off the season.
But we already know, as we said, that season don't mean nothing.
It don't.
Because
it's 0-0.
It's 0-0.
The first to 16 takes it off.
That's right.
16
you got
wins.
An 8 seed that's willing to come in here and beat the 1 seed if the 1 ain't ready.
Exactly. We've seen it before.
We've seen
the Warriors take out Dallas.
We've seen Warriors take out Dallas. We saw Golden State take out some people in Curry's first early years.
Yeah, the Warriors took out.
That's right. Yeah, the Warriors. Yep. Yeah.
We seen Dirk get taken out in the first round.
Yeah. We seen where everybody thought it was gonna be LeBron versus Kobe, and the Lakers got taken out.
Yeah.
Kobe couldn't get him through.
Couldn't get him through, man.
And LeBron made it through with no help. Then he got beat down by
Golden State.
Golden State or San Antonio. But yeah, I mean this bench is much better than Indiana's bench.
Let's be realistically. This team is better than Indiana's team.
It's far better than Indiana's team, but the only problem is it's just not as physical.
It's the mental. It's not too.
Physical.
But it's mental. They mentally checked out.
Physically is heart.
But
heart is mental. You're right.
Yeah.
Heart is mental.
You gotta have that mental though.
You don't have to be big to have heart.
Nah.
You don't have to be strong to have heart. You just gotta fight.
I'm scoring every time I get the ball.
You just gotta have fight in you.
And then you just gotta go out there and do it. Your mentality has to be a scoreman's mentality.
And whether you weigh 99 pounds or 280 or 300 pounds, everybody is willing to put their body.
And guess what?
On somebody.
If they foul you, push them back.
Push them back.
Don't matter.
Come to what they call the no layup rule. You come to the basket, ain't no layup.
Nah.
You getting smacked.
Yep.
If I foul out, I foul out.
Exactly.
But we're gonna foul out.
We're gonna fight though.
We're gonna fight. You don't get down 40 points. Before we get down 40 points, somebody's getting punched in the mouth.
Exactly.
Somebody's hitting that ground.
You gonna earn that 40
You
points.
gonna earn that 40 points. We got the whole starting lineup fouling out the game. 5 people are fouling out of this game because it's gonna get so bad. Refs gotta stop the game and have a powwow.
Yep.
Because you ain't blowing us by no 40 points in the playoffs of number 2. In the game that don't matter, fine.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I told you, Cavs gonna win game 5. Game 6 is gonna be the question mark.
Yeah, how you gonna look in 6? You gonna come out and find it out again, or you just gonna fold?
Game 6
well,
is gonna be the test.
We did win the second game, so we didn't look as bad as last year, and we're done now. Because right now,
game 6 is gonna be the testament.
Well, you look, if you want to stay in Cleveland, this core 5, you want to keep this 4 o'clock 5 together, they got to come out here and win it all. Or they got to look good, win game 5, look good losing in 6.
Listen,
because otherwise
they can't lose in 6.
We ain't keeping this 5
They
together.
can't lose in 6. I'm sorry to tell you, they lose in 6 games, 4-2.
Well,
it's over with.
It's over. It's already over.
What I'm saying, they got to play literally 3 game 7s.
If you want to keep this core together, you better play.
Tomorrow's a game 7.
You got to win. You got to win. You're right.
So 1 game 7 at a time.
Win that 1 game 7 at a time.
All right. So you win tomorrow. That show. Okay. Now you go to the next game 7.
Never game 7.
You win. Now you in the real game 7.
In the real game 7.
Because you back at home now.
Yeah.
And if you do that, the momentum is already in your power because you done won 2 games straight. So you shouldn't lose a game 7 at home coming with all that momentum.
You should.
So that's the key. The key is going to be tomorrow. You have to take care of tomorrow.
So right now, you just got to win 2 games to get back home.
That's it. You got to win tomorrow.
You got to win tomorrow home, take care of home, and then steal 1, and then come back and take care of home.
The key to this whole thing, let's be truthful, and I've been telling you this, and we've both been saying this. You shoot too many threes.
For sure.
Go to the hole where they're vulnerable.
Go to the hole where you got Allen and Mobley with the size.
And Donovan gets there.
He
settled yesterday too.
He did. He started out shooting jumpers.
Yeah, no. Go to the rack. Make them earn. Make them foul out.
Make them foul out. That's right.
They was getting frustrated because they couldn't stop you.
But now the question is, are we not going to the rack because we don't want the physicality?
That's a good point. But I don't think that's true about Donovan because he scored 40 points twice going to the rack.
True.
So maybe he was beat up.
We know Donovan was beat up.
Yeah, so maybe he was just trying to avoid it. Like, man, I got my 4 soldiers here.
Yeah.
Let them take the little heat off.
Over, and they did. They followed suit, did like he did, shoot jumpers.
Only positive is Donovan didn't play yesterday. That's only positive.
Yeah.
He didn't play Donovan's game.
Didn't play.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't physical.
Right.
He didn't.
He got to rest. He got his body to rest.
Yeah. So
ankle, but
now he has to go and win.
I got to go
5, 6, and 7.
That's right.
Ain't no rest now.
No rest.
Got to go and win it.
Got to go win it. And everybody got to put it in. Everybody got to win. Everybody. That means everybody got to come in there and fight. But like you said, go inside, make them earn it. Move the ball around, no quick shots. Make them earn it.
We'll see.
Yeah,
All right, let's talk about. Oh, real quick before we talk about the Browns. Now, be honest. Do you think we're gonna win Game 5?
Nope.
All right. He says no. I'm gonna say we're gonna win.
If you're a betting person, I would bet on the Cavs.
I'm gonna bet the Cavs.
I would bet on the Cavs.
I'm gonna say Cavs gonna win Game 5. I don't know how. I ain't gonna say they're gonna blow the Pacers out. I believe they're gonna win Game 5.
So where's the money line? Is it on the Pacers or on the Cavs?
It's gonna be on the Pacers. Why would it be on the Cavs?
It wouldn't be. Unless Vegas thinks the Cavs are going to win.
Nah. It's going to be on the Pacers. Pacers at a closeout game. Come on.
You know, them closeout games are usually hard fights.
They are. Tell that to Miami, though. That wasn't a hard
That
fight that
was not a
last
hard
game.
fight,
I
no.
think they gave up. It seemed like they gave up on that Miami game.
Let's see if we can find what the odds are for the favorite. Who's the favorite in this game tomorrow? Odds. So right now, the money line. Pacers over under 250. So Cavs -5. So the Pacers plus 170.
So they the favorite then.
170. Pacers the favorite. The Cavs favorite are underdogs by 5 points. If they're gonna beat them by 5, they've been blowing them out.
I mean, after a 40-point win, and it just seemed
They win by 5, lose. So now,
like you just have nothing.
so if the Cavs upset, or if it's a close game, they don't upset, but it's a close game, and you bet the 5.
This one cannot be a close game. The Cavs have to at least win by 10 points. It cannot be one of those, oh man, they right there next to the Pacers and Cavs hanging right. This has to be like a game 3.
Vegas sees this as a close game by giving -5.
This has to be a game 3 for the Cavs.
So
they have to win convincingly.
And you got to put 170 down to win 100, right?
Yep.
That's a lot. I would gather the Vegas feels the Cavs are going to win this one.
Like I said, I'm going with the Cavs to win this game 5.
Not really the Pacers, because they're sucking everybody to go with the Pacers. I mean, you got to nearly put $200 down just to win 100.
Just because the odds are stacked against the Cavs.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I just feel like the Cavs are going to win this next game. Not because they're at home. I just think they feelings got hurt, and they know the city is definitely on them.
Yeah.
Like, if you lose this game, the city definitely going to be.
So, Vegas is going to make $70 off of every bet. Automatically.
What a not deal.
$70 off of every bet.
All right, well, let's get off the Cavs. Let's get to the Browns.
All right.
We've seen some of this mini
rookie
training,
camp,
yeah,
which means nothing, but it means something.
It means something.
It means something.
We heard that Graham threw up in practice.
He did.
Yeah.
What did he throw up in practice for? He ain't practiced like that in Michigan. This ain't even veteran camp. Hey, this ain't OTAs.
He threw up.
This is rookie camp.
Threw up in practice.
Oh man. So we gonna find out. So Michigan football was soft.
Mm.
And because he's a star, he ain't have to practice as hard. We didn't see that with Jake Davian Clowney.
Yeah.
Story coming in out of North Carolina State.
But the good news is we have a quarterback
battle. I heard. Yeah.
So these quarterbacks are coming out throwing great footballs. Like even Dylan, he's coming out smoking.
Dylan is accurate. He was accurate.
No, I'm saying he was the one that people was like.
That's because of his size. I mean, anybody.
No, it ain't that. It was because he got picked the 3rd pick. That's what meant. See, if he would have got picked in the 5th round, nobody wouldn't care. Nobody would say, he got to own up to be the 3rd round pick.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shedeur is gonna be on his A.
Yeah, for sure.
Shedeur is really a 1st round pick.
Exactly.
So he's gonna be on his A. But Dylan Gabriel, if anybody watched Big Ten football last year and Pac-12 football before he came over, Oregon was a real deal. So he's got the numbers coming out of college. He's got the accuracy. The only problem he just couldn't win the big game, like beating Ohio State.
He's a feisty guy.
Michigan. So
that's good about him, though.
Yeah,
I like the feistiness. Like he's no sucker.
No. But he's going to have problems behind that line passing, like Baker Mayfield is 6 feet and had problems.
They're gonna have problems when they go against Myles Garrett at practice.
Of course, that's not.
That's gonna be
You know,
different.
that's what's going to be different when you get these when the veterans come in. You got 6'7", 6'8" linemen, and you got these guys pushing. We're gonna see, but right now, yeah, they look good. Quarterback battle. He did throw 2 interceptions.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't think Shador threw interceptions, did he?
Nah.
No, he didn't. So they say, what's his name? The Browns follower. What's his name on what's the name? The older guy that follows the Browns. He said he thought Gabriel looked better than Shador, but like I said, Gabriel threw 2 interceptions. Shador did not. So right now they're saying it's
no. They said
even
that
battle.
Shador's pass was a little wobbly and Dylan's was crisp.
More spinning.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only knock that I heard about Shador's.
I saw some Shador threw some passes where the receivers had to catch it behind them. But
yeah.
If the biggest thing, man, you ain't throwing interceptions, no turnovers.
Exactly.
That's it. I don't care how wobbly your ball is.
No, we don't.
You get your spirals tight, but you're throwing interceptions. It ain't gonna make a difference. But it's good that they both performing well. That means we got 2 good picks. I believe that anyway. I would have got Gabriel in the later rounds though.
For sure.
It's got Shador, picked up Shador and Gabriel in the later rounds. But college wise, man, Shador was accurate. Dylan Gabriel, except for his size, he's got all the package. I think he's got everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just looking at the little camps, seen me sign some other people today. Safety from Pittsburgh.
Some receivers.
Yeah, we got that safety from Pittsburgh.
I don't know much about him. What you thought about him?
We'll see. That's all we can do is see.
Yeah.
And then our guy JLK he won't be playing.
It looks like he's gonna play this year.
No, they say
right?
he's not playing.
Yeah,
he's unable to perform list.
That's why they got the kid from UCLA.
Yeah,
plays like. So, hopefully this Devin Bush thing won't ain't too bad because we're gonna need Devin Bush. You know,
we're gonna need everybody.
We're gonna need all. Well, nobody expects us to win no more than 3 games, Vegas. Anyway,
they said 5.
I don't see any more than 6.
They said 5 games.
5. I think it's about right. 5, 6. It's a tough schedule. We don't know.
They said 5 games, man.
Yeah, we got 1 receiver. Depends on how Tillman comes through. And these other guys, I saw one of the rookies with 86. He was making all kind of catches.
Yeah,
I think he was a walk on. They invited some guys to tryouts. So we'll see. But as far as that, that's only news from rookie training camp. Nobody really.
Yeah, that's it.
Talk about anything else. So I got quarterback prospects look good. It's gonna be a nice quarterback duel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely see. All right. Think that ends talking about the Browns because there ain't too much more to talk about.
Nah, not too much to talk about. Other than that.
Well, let's talk about this close out here. Once again, we're Opportunity Bridge Foundation, 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we're here and we are implementing a system to help film professionals. So when we say film professionals, we're not talking about just filmmakers. We're talking about directors, producers, makeup artists, set directors, production assistants, whatever, even extras. This is going to be a system implemented for success. So we always said this, and this is for like anything that you do in life. And you'll see if you have a business, if you play sports, we know that bad habits cost you the game. Bad habits cost you your career. So it's going to be a way, it's going to be basically a lot of good habits that's going to be in this system. And the system is going to make you get the success. So that's the key. It ain't just about, one person. It's about a team. It's like an assembly line. So you'll be able to see the progress. You'll be able to see yourself actually winning. You'll be able to see the goals being met. So
see the results of your labor or
There you go. You'll see
thinking or you're planning. We don't want to say necessarily labor because we talk about creating bosses,
exactly.
not
So
workers. So bosses don't labor.
no, bosses
They create,
don't labor.
build,
That's right. That's right. Bosses invest in themselves.
invest,
Bosses understand
build businesses.
how things go.
That's that investing. Bosses build businesses, invest in the businesses.
Yep. And they know how things go.
Yeah.
They're not going to make excuses. They're going to find ways to win. They're going to think up ways to win.
Problem solve. They find the answer.
Exactly.
Find answers.
There you go. They
Answers.
find the answer to the problem.
The problem.
So they have the solution.
They have the solution.
And then what they say, if you find a solution, that's how you gonna make the money.
That's it.
Same way. And like I said, this is gonna help the person that wakes up tomorrow and decides to buy a red camera and says, oh yeah, I'm gonna write a script. And then go out there and film it with the red camera. It looks good. You definitely can see it, but it ain't well put together. And then they don't understand the distribution. There's so many different things that, go with this. You know what I'm saying? It's like we said, it's a process. You have to understand the fundamentals. You have to understand the objectives. You have to understand the whole mission. If you don't understand the mission for the movement, it ain't gonna work.
But the beauty is that you as a boss, if you get stuck, you got a problem, you got the co-op. They're there to help you.
And that's the purpose of the co-op.
You won't be stuck anymore. Stuck is stuck. You won't be stuck anymore. You'll be advancing because that's the purpose of the co-op.
That's right.
In terms of sports or military operation, it's constant blitzkrieg, as they call it, movement, conquering of lands, conquering of objectives. You're going to be learning how to conquer one thing for another and complete your goal and be successful.
The key thing is you gonna have to want this. So somebody can tell you it's $1 million in that door right there. You have to open up that door. So if you don't open that door up, you're never gonna get the $1 million. I'm just giving you an example. So you're gonna have it starts with you, the person. If you don't want this, it ain't gonna work for you. You have to want this. You need this. Not even want, you need to have this. So we're gonna break down so many different things, and we're all gonna grow together. You're gonna see the success together. So you'll see what we're saying. We know that we could get to a certain point. So the key is we're going to pass that certain point. We know we can get the movies in the movie theater. We know that we can do put it on streaming. We understand all that stuff. But the key is you want it to be successful. The key is not just to run in place. The key is you want to be running somewhere and get the results by running to that place. So that's the whole key. You want to be successful. You want to be productive. You want to have the understanding. You don't want to work for us. You want to work with us. So that's going to be top-notch keys. It's not to be a worker, to be a boss. And we understand once you're a member, you're going to see what the co-op look like. And then you can graduate to a co-op. Once you understand.
Once you're ready.
Yeah, once you're
not ready, you just be a member.
Just be a member. And
ready, then next year you got that opportunity.
When the opportunity precedes itself.
Come learn how to be a boss.
Yep.
Join the bosses. So it's like they call it an originating circle. So if you want to be great, you got to surround yourself around greatness. What you don't know, you got to surround yourself with those who do know.
For sure. And like we said, if you want to donate to the website, which is going to be the key, we want to build this website so you can get your profile on there, so you can get noticed, so you can see yourself, so we can see you, so we can understand when we put these movies out, we can just grab the profile and say, okay, they got their reel on there, they got this, whatever the profile going to have, we'll be able to see it, we understand it, casting call time, boom. We understand. We know you now because you've been in this movie. We know how you work. So that's the key. We just want to, like you said, build bosses. We want to build a system to where we putting out maybe a big major production sooner or later. A bunch of them. So that's the key. And then you ain't gotta go to Hollywood because we already got Hollywood. Well, we don't. I ain't gonna say Hollywood. We'll have a better system than Hollywood.
So we got Clevewood.
We'll just have something that ain't even got nothing to do with
got
no
wood.
wood.
Yeah, that's already done.
Yeah.
We just got
A boss award. You gonna get that boss award.
Yeah.
That best on-screen success award.
We got the bosses.
Yeah.
We're gonna create something out of
The bosses. Yeah, you got the boss award. You ain't trying to be no slave. You ain't trying to be no worker. You ain't trying to work for pennies. We heard the Terrence Howard story, Hustle and Flow. They said he made $12,000 off that movie.
Really?
See what I'm saying? Look at his face.
Man, and that was a successful movie.
See, but listen, just think if you own a piece of that movie.
Yeah.
At $12,000.
He only made $12,000. What's her name make off of it?
She didn't make no money either. You ain't heard her crying?
Yeah, I remember. I'm like, that's all he made, she must have made less than that.
Maybe $2,000 or $3,000.
Wow.
But she was
young. She just started.
But the thing is, just look back when she did The Color Purple. You heard what she said, I'm still not getting my just due.
Right.
So that just shows you.
And she done a lot of stuff by that time.
But you got to remember, she's not a boss.
No, she's not. She's a worker.
All right. Well, we about to head on out of here. Anything you want to say before we head on out?
Let's see. Just manifest. Put your plan together. Find people to help you to put it together. Find people to help you manifest it. And do it.
All right. West Palm Beach, Florida calling me. I ain't going on no vacation right now. But for real, y'all want to donate anything, $2, $5, $6, $20, 100,000, million, whatever. Text donate DONAT to 216-808-3344. That's 216-808-3344. Donate. It's going to help everybody out. You're going to be part of the process as a member, as a co-opper. In the movement.
Tax write-off.
Yeah, it's a tax write-off. So we got y'all. All right. We'll see y'all next Monday. Hopefully. Because if the Cavs lose, we won't see y'all till the fall. There won't be nothing to talk about. We ain't going to be talking about no Guardians every week. But no, we'll be back next week, though. It might be the last show. I don't know. We'll see how the Cavs do. We'll let y'all know, man. All right.
Peace.
It's like, I ain't trying to watch the show for that. Yeah.